Well, we're back again. We're heading to the Mighty Quinn Barbecue today. Our last video review of Katz's Deli has just been very, very popular, so we thought we were going to do another one. That's Jeff. I'm John. We're the two guys from Jersey.
Yeah, today we're going to Mighty Quinn Barbecue. It's on Route 3 in Clifton, New Jersey. And everybody I know that's gone there has given it nothing but rave reviews. So we figure we'll go test the place out ourselves and see what we think.
And there's 7 of them, Jeff, in the metropolitan area. There's 4 in Manhattan, there's 2 in Brooklyn, and there's the 1 in Clifton. So it should be interesting. You know, I've had barbecue all over the country, and this is supposedly the real deal, so we're going to tell it like it is.
And unlike you, I haven't had barbecue all over the country. I couldn't tell you the difference between Texas barbecue and Memphis barbecue and the Carolina barbecue. I couldn't tell you the difference between any of them. So I'm just going here strictly from a food perspective. From what I've seen on the Mighty Quinn's website, they are a hybrid. They're a combination of Texas and Carolina style barbecue. So it should be a good taste. I do like smoke in my barbecue, though. I like a smoky flavor.
Well, we'll see how it is. You know, the thing about us is that we just tell it like it is. We're not getting money from anybody. We're not employed by anybody. We're just 2 regular guys shooting from the hip and telling you exactly what we think about the place that we're going to. And we're going to do that again today for you.
Yeah, and I'll put a link below to the Mighty Quinn Barbecue website and Katz's Deli review. All right, thanks a lot, guys, and we'll see you over at Mighty Quinn Barbecue. All right, so here we are. We're in Clifton, New Jersey. We got here pretty quick. No traffic. We're right on Route 3. You can see it's right on Route 3 in Clifton.
It's about 5 miles from New York, I figure, if we go straight.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's about 5 miles from the Lincoln Tunnel. So here we are. Here it is. Oh, we got the wood right here as soon as you enter.
For the smoking.
All right, so we got a couple of things here at the Mighty Quinn. We got a brisket sandwich, coleslaw, we got burnt and baked beans. Everything looks great. And we got half a pulled pork sandwich. So we're splitting the pulled pork sandwich and the brisket sandwich.
And I got some ribs, and we got some potato salad also. So we're going to dig in and tell you what we think. Wow, very good. Pulls away. Still firm enough though. Nice bark on it. Excellent.
This sauce comes in a nice pourer, so you could just take it, get it right on.
We're going to tell you what we thought of it. Jeff, you're going to go first.
All right. Barbecue, I told you, is not my forte. I really don't know a lot about barbecue, but I like food, and I can tell you a lot about food. So I'll start with the main meals first, and then we'll go to the side dishes. So we had a pulled pork sandwich. A pulled pork sandwich was wonderful, moist. The bread it was on wasn't my favorite bread. I thought the bread was a little dry and it kind of fell apart while you were eating the sandwich, but you know, it is what it is. The meat was great. The brisket, I can't give it that good of a grade here. The brisket, in my opinion, was dry, and the fact that the bread wasn't good added to the dryness. So I put a lot of barbecue sauce on the brisket to get it down just because it was so dry. Brisket I wasn't a fan of. However, it did have a good smoky flavor. So,
you know, let me just add one thing. You have a choice of getting the pulled pork and the brisket either plain or on a sandwich. We chose to get it on a sandwich. I think the next time we'd get it plain.
I absolutely
And I think we
would.
might have a better idea of the full taste of it.
Yeah. Next we go to the ribs. The ribs were good. They give you 4 ribs. If you're going there and you're just going to order the ribs, don't just order the single order of ribs because it's not going to fill you up. They give you 4 ribs. There wasn't that much meat on the ribs that I got, but the smokiness was on point, and you put a little touch of barbecue sauce on it. Was delicious. So the ribs were great, but it's just not a lot of ribs. You're not going to get stuffed or filled on ribs if you just go there and order the ribs. To the side dishes. The side dishes were unbelievable. It comes with 1 side dish. So I took a coleslaw as one of them. The coleslaw was creamy, delicious, excellent coleslaw. The other side dish I got was the burnt end baked beans. The burnt end baked beans were unbelievable. It was my favorite part of the meal. If you go to the Mighty Quinn Barbecue, get the burnt end baked beans. They were delicious. The last side dish that we got, what else did we get? We got another side dish.
I got the potato salad. I'll start with the side dish first. The potato salad was excellent. It had a little bit of chopped onion in it, a little bit of bacon, and actually a little bit of a bite, a little bit of a peppery taste in it. Potatoes were nice and firm. Excellent potato salad. A little different than you would normally get at a deli, but good.
Did you have coleslaw or no?
I had the coleslaw. I had both of the coleslaws, with and without mayo. They were both good. Nothing to go crazy about, but good coleslaw. Now I'll tell you what I thought about mine. The pulled pork was excellent. Very moist, not fatty. I'm not a big barbecue sauce guy. I didn't need to add any barbecue sauce to it. I had it on the sandwich. Again, like Jeff said, the bread wasn't great, but it really didn't take away from the pulled pork. Pulled pork was real good. The brisket was very tender. It was tasty, but it was a little dry. So it will probably take the rating of the brisket down a little bit. I like the ribs. They were pretty good. I think they were fairly meaty. You only get 4 of them, as Jeff said, so with a single portion, that's not going to fill a real man up. You would probably need to get the whole rack.
You need a rack.
The ribs were with a dry rub on them, which I like. Again, I'm not a big barbecue fan. They're not a baby back rib, just a plain spare rib, but they were good.
The atmosphere is great. The music's great. You know, if you're a beer person, they have a lot of beer. We didn't get any beer. I had a root beer on the side. It was great root beer.
I just had some water with my meal, but there are a lot of beers there, different craft beers and all. If that's your thing, that's not what we were there for.
All right, what are we going with a grade now?
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Well, let me say this. Don't get the brisket. The brisket was dry. So I'm going to give you a grade with the brisket and without the brisket. Without the brisket, if I go with pulled pork sandwich, I go with the rib, I go with the 2 sides I got, I'm giving it a B+. Because I had that brisket and it was dry and the bread wasn't good, it drops my rating. So if I give it the entire meal a rating, I go C+.
I'm going to go a little higher than you this time, a little different than when we went to Katz Deli, I guess. I'm going to give it an overall rating of a B+. I thought the ribs were very good. Thought the pulled pork was excellent. The sides were good. The brisket was a little dry, but it wasn't fatty. It was very tender. It didn't take away that much for me. As I said, the one thing I would do next time is probably not get the bread with them. So overall, I'm going to give it a B+. We spent under $20 each.
Yeah, $20 each. That's it.
We got filled up for lunch. It was a pretty decent day. Would you agree with me, my friend?
I agree 100%.
Well,
all right.
Hope you like this video. We'll be doing another one again soon. That's Jeff. I'm John. We're the 2 guys from Jersey signing off.